It's Sunday morning, and we're here to give you your start sits right after this short break. Let's start this one off right. We're going to give TD's his honorary welcome on the countdown from 3. 3, 2, 1. TD's! What is up? And he has the first start sit. We'll get to it here in a minute, TD's. I'm here with Joe Morley from Joe Morley Sports Fantasy Football Wishlist. Scottie is in the house. Tony Tucker's in the house. The normal crew for the wake-up call. I'm juiced up. Excited to see whether or not my quarterbacks can be playing today. I'm actually going to the game, so I'm a little bit worried. I'm going to have to watch a little bit of Trevor Lawrence versus Chase Daniel. We'll get to that. Joe, how are you doing today? And then we'll go around the horn.
Doing great. Win number 1 for the Raiders coming today. Titans, watch out.
They've been making you wait a while. Tony, how you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great. I already cooked up about 1.5 pounds of bacon and sausage ready to go for after the show. So I'm feeling good. Got the dog walked. Good morning. Need a lot of wins. It reeks of desperation on my fantasy roster.
Sausage. He likes the sausage.
Give me the sausage.
I want the sausage, Tony. I want some sausage, Tony. I'm amped up, but I lost all my games last week in fantasy, so it has to be better this week, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're wearing the W hat. The W stands for Scottie wins all of his fantasy matchups.
Today.
So this is how this works, guys. If you're a first-time viewer of the show, if you're tuned in on my TikTok page, it's on the MJT Football YouTube channel. You put your start sits in the chat, and we're going to answer every single one, starting with J.K. Dobbins in his return. I am super excited for the J.K. Dobbins return. Last time he played, he averaged 6 yards per carry. Or ETN versus the Chargers, who have a good defense themselves. Or throw a little wild card in there. Buccaneers, riddled with injuries in their wide receiver core. We got Cole Beasley versus the Packers. Joe, which one are you leaning here? I think I know it's between two, but which one are you going with?
I'm going with J.K. Dobbins. I don't know how much. I mean, ETN hasn't done anything for us the last two weeks, and Cole Beasley's barely learning that offense and coming in and going against a good Packers secondary. I'm going with J.K. Dobbins, and you guys already know my thoughts on the New England Patriots.
Okay, so I have one little thing. If you tell me Cole Beasley's coming out rode up, he's got those cornrows back again, then I might roll the dice on Cole Beasley. But I'm going with J.K. Dobbins. Like, even if he only gets – Let's say they only give him 10 carries. Still with Lamar Jackson, that's plenty enough opportunity for him to maybe bring him in a red zone situation. I think the Ravens can roll a little bit. The thing with ETN is that, like, I haven't seen anything that suggests that James Robinson isn't the guy. Scottie.
No, I'm sorry. I was just trying to block Joe from the we're not doing the finger thing yet. I'm going. I'm sticking with ETN. Beasley, like Joe said, he's right. He came in literally 2 days ago. He doesn't know the offense yet. He might catch 3 balls. J.K. Dobbins is coming off this injury. He didn't play the first 2 weeks because you saw a video of him. The guy's still limping out there. You're right. He is going to get 10 carries. That's going to be his ceiling. So I'm still going with the guy who played 2 weeks. It's his 3rd game in the NFL. He was a touchdown in the week 1 away from having a good game, and that was because Lawrence threw the ball 50 feet over his head. I'm sticking with. Did I get booted off?
No.
I'm fine with TDs over my face. I'm cool with TDs over my face. I love it. No, but I'm going ETN, my man. I would go ETN out of those 3.
Yeah, if ETN was playing any other team other than my Los Angeles Chargers, and my Los Angeles Chargers is SoFi Stadium, I would take ETN, but I'm taking J.K. Dobbins as well. So, Scottie, look away. Me Tony and Joe, we're touching fingertips here.
No,
Joe, you gonna go over this real quick? While Joe's going over this, guys, go ahead, leave your start sits in the comment section, the live chat. We will get to it. We're going to try and buzz through all of these. And also make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. We go live multiple times a week, usually once a day, typically. If you guys have notifications on, you can be here for every live that you're available. If you're bored, stop by. And like the video. If I didn't say that already, like the video. Helps out a ton in the algorithm. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, that chat is open to leave any starts or sit questions or any fantasy questions that you guys may have. All right, Joe.
Well, there's nothing major that if you don't know already. Bill's missing all their secondary guys. You see that. Butker's out for another week. Hunter Renfro's out, if you guys didn't know that. Jacoby Meyer is out. Nothing major. Oh, Taysom Hill, there you go. If you guys got him going. He's out, so don't bring him in. And that looks good, right? I normally don't bring it on the screen, but I thought I'd bring it on so you guys could see it today. And
DeAndre Swift and a couple other lines that were questionable are confirmed, right? They're in.
So far.
Okay.
They are playing. What's the any update on Keenan Allen?
Nothing that I've heard.
It's going to be a pre-warm-up thing.
It's kind of crazy. This Herbert injury scare / news is just covering up that the Chargers have 5 injuries today that they're dealing with. It's not just Justin Herbert. We're missing.
The bad thing is he's in the afternoon window. So if you're worried about Keenan Allen, you might want to replace him now and not have to worry about it in the afternoon. But
yeah, and even if he plays through it, remember, guys, he's playing through a hamstring injury.
It's lingering.
It's kind of scary on the first week back, so you might want to play it safe. We got Lamar or Tua. These two quarterbacks went at it. Tua obviously won the battle. Is there any reason not to go Lamar here? I'm going Lamar without even having to think about it. Joe?
Look, I hate Tua, and I don't like Tua, and I don't like Tua at all. But if you picked up Tua and you used all your fab for some reason, you're going to play Tua today because the Buffalo Bills have the secondary with the total of people that started 3 games in the NFL. So if you picked up Tua, play Tua.
Yeah.
You took Tua over Lamar Jackson?
Oh my goodness.
Ridiculous.
This is the first hemorrhage of the morning from Scottie right now, where you pick possible MVP candidate over 4th quarter lucky floater Tua. I get that
the defense sucked. The defense sucked.
Holy shit.
Tua!
Oh my gosh.
All right, Tony, did you answer? My brain completely cut off for about.
It's Lamar Jackson. I don't even know why Joe's saying this just to piss me off this early in the morning.
Hey, in my league, we have Tua versus Wentz in one matchup. Woo! Week 3, going at it.
Joey, my blood pressure is supposed to go high at 12 noon, or this early. Dude. You got me. My God. Lamar's the answer.
Mike,
Lamar's the answer. Play Lamar. Play Lamar Jackson every time against any opponent. You can bring the freaking 85 Bears defense out. I don't care who Tua's playing.
Tua's not putting up 40, close to 40, another game this season.
According to my comments and all the stuff on my page and all our stuff on our Tua video, Tua is a Hall of Famer. Put him in.
Oh, my God. Who is it? All of Piggy's burner accounts commenting? Michael Thomas or Chase Edmonds, gentlemen. I think I know who I want. Joe, who are you leaning here?
Michael Thomas.
Yeah, put him up. Michael Thomas.
Empty.
Play Michael Thomas. He's going to have a good game. Even if Jameis Winston's banged up, Taysom Hill's banged up, Ian Book is going to sling that thing to 13.
Andy Dalton. He's actually one of the better backup quarterbacks. So I have no problem starting any of those wide receivers if Dalton's in there.
Andy Dalton's actually very good at throwing slants.
There you go.
He is. How about them G-men, Colin?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Washington fan, but I can't knock the Giants. I like their coach, too.
Oh, I can. Okay. Give me 5 minutes. Here we go.
You see Nathan here? Pick 2. Pittman, Allen. Which Allen is that? Keenan Allen? And CD. Please don't be biased. We aren't biased here. We aren't.
Pittman and CD because Allen with his hamstring injury.
Joe, you agree?
Yeah. I agree with that just because normally I start Allen all the time. You guys know that, but because I'm not going to take that risk this week.
Yeah, if you have somebody like CD, you got to play him. Like if it's closer, if you're like, well, should I be starting, like Corey Davis or Keenan Allen? I would probably lean Keenan Allen, but go CD and Pittman. It's pretty easy.
That's it. That's it. That's a one. That's a one.
Oh, that was it right there.
Guys, that's
My unbiased opinion, put
electric.
Pittman and CD.
Electric.
Derek Carr or Carson the Goat Wentz?
Oh,
Who the Commanders play again today?
Who the Raiders got?
Raiders
You're
got the Titans.
you're going with Derek Carr against the Tennessee Titans. You're staying away from Carson Wentz and the Eagles. It's that rematch that you want Carson Wentz to do good against his former team. But come on, you saw what the Eagles did against Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings last week. You go with Derek Carr against that 28th ranked defense.
You're going Derek Carr. Derek, go Derek Carr. I'm a Washington fan. I'm telling you to go Derek Carr.
I'm going to go with Derek Carr too because they're signing guys off the practice squad for the Tennessee secondary who are going to get some snaps today. So you got Devontae Adams getting a couple scores, probably Waller. I think Mac Hollins might visit the end zone today. I hate to say it, but I think the Raiders are getting their first win of the season.
No.
I was just going to say.
Right, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Carson Wentz is playing at a top 5 fantasy QB level right now. Win, lose, or draw, he is going to put up yards. He's going to score 2 touchdowns in this game somehow. I'm going with Carson Wentz. I don't trust Derek Carr until he proves that he can be trusted. Jeff Wilson or Garrett Wilson? We got to battle the Wilsons here, Joe.
Shit. Garrett Wilson, why not? Take the shot on him. I don't like Jeff Wilson. Every time he gets a starting role, he always screws people over. Not his fault. Injuries happen. But I'm going with Garrett Wilson. Why not? I'm trusting them against that Bengals back secondary.
I think that Garrett Wilson's kind of been overperforming. I'm thinking that they might be looking to get Elijah Moore a little more involved. Conklin's still pretty heavily involved there. And who knows, maybe they don't have to throw it 60 times this game. But Jeff Wilson is definitely the number one back against a Broncos defense that I think is kind of a little underperforming a little bit this year. So I'm going to go with Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, it's a close call, I usually lean towards the running back. With he's going to get more touches. So
he wants you to add J.K. Dobbins in there. Sorry, you guys, I missed it. He updated his comment.
That's fine. Still sticking with Jeff Wilson.
Me too.
I'm Jeff Wilson, and I'm comfortable with Jeff Wilson over the other two.
I think that Jeff Wilson gets a significant boost with George Kittle coming back. This guy's very fast. He's very good at these outside zone runs, and they just get more and more dangerous when you add an extra, elite level blocker on the edge to help seal off the edge. And also Kittle, they use Kittle a lot. They'll bring Trent Williams and Kittle to the same side, and they'll have Kittle block down on DNs and pull Trent Williams. They can't do that when Kittle's out.
That's what
that
he just
is
killed.
Insane. That is insane. Tackle shouldn't be
doing
doing
Dobbins and those three. Since you added Dobbins, I'm changing it up to Dobbins. That's just me.
Well, I was just about to say something nice that was brought to you by Friday Night Lights, Coach Mikey right there.
They call him Friday Night Mike.
Friday Night Mike.
Yeah.
I like that breakdown. I like that reasoning, Mike.
Yeah, I just like when you got a fast running back and you got those guys that can seal off the edge. Usually, that's what we try and do with Eckler on the Chargers. Kamara, Sutton, or MT for the flex. This is a tough choice. I'm probably going to lean AK in his return. What are you thinking, Joe? You got 2 Saints on your screen right now.
Yeah, I mean, go the running back. You got to, if especially in the flex. If he's playing, he's in there. I go with him. Why not? That's the top guy, right? You drafted him probably first round.
And no Taysom Hill.
So just so I'm sure, just to be curious, your starting running backs are Jonathan Taylor and
Derrick Henry.
Like how does Kamara fall? If he's healthy, how does he not one of your top 2 running back choices? I'm going Alvin Kamara on this because of where I drafted him. Like even if I got him in the 3rd round because we drafted early and people were worried about a possible suspension, like it's Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, I'm between Alvin Kamara and Sutton, but Kamara because no Taysom Hill. He's not going to be that pesky, annoying guy. Kamara's your running back right now, and Winston's hurt. Kamara.
Yeah. And I've heard a lot of stuff where they keep talking about like, hey, he's got to get more involved in the. I keep going the wrong way. This way.
What am I doing? This.
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point at the Sandlot meme, Tony.
Yes.
That's what I've been doing. I've been pointing at my coffee I have in the corner of my desk to remind me.
I'm going full John Travolta from Saturday.
All right, to the next one. We got another J.K. Dobbins question. Everyone's excited for J.K. Dobbins' return.
Dobbins or Jamal Williams?
Watch it happen. But we got J.K. Dobbins or you said Jamal Williams, versus Minnesota. J.K. Dobbins or Jamal Williams. This is even a little bit closer. Joe, what are you thinking?
I have some stock in Swift, so I don't want Jamal Williams, but he's been stealing some of the touchdowns from him, and I think this is going to be a big shootout in Minnesota. So I'm going to take Jamal Williams in this one.
Okay, zero consistency from Joe
Yes,
in this one.
thank you.
J.K. Dobbins over like 3 other players, but he's taking him over taking a backup over J.K. Dobbins.
I didn't say I was consistent. I just said I'm going.
I want what Joe's taking.
You want Jamal Williams in this too?
No. The drugs he's taking.
Oh yeah.
What pills is he taking? That pill jar.
Oh, you
can only get this on the Fantasy Football Wake Up Call every Sunday morning. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn on notifications so you can be here next week.
He's taking the sweet pill of sleep deprivation, Scottie.
I want J.K. Dobbins as well. You got to be excited for J.K.'s return, man.
Yes.
You got to be.
Yeah.
Even if he gets 10 carries, let's say he gets 50 yards and a touchdown on those 10 carries, that's a great return for him. To the next one. Justin Fields or Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is scoring less points than Derek Carr this fantasy season. That's hard to do. Justin Fields or Aaron Rodgers, Joe? You better say Justin Fields.
Why? They passed the ball 11 times last week. 11 No, Aaron Rodgers.
I don't even know who scored more so far this year. Let me see.
No.
They both are outside the top 12. Is there any QBs available on your waiver wire, MB?
You got to go discount double check.
Fields right now is at 23. Rodgers is at 29.
Yeah, but I mean, you're comparing the two. I
don't know.
If you were running a team, you're handing the ball to Rodgers, you're handing the ball to Fields.
Rodgers is averaging 10.5 points per game this season so far.
Still,
I'm going Rodgers.
You have to go Rodgers.
I'm going with Justin Fields.
I am too. I was trying to convince y'all to go with me, but I'm going for the rushing upside there. I'm going with Justin Fields. Isn't Christian Watson like banged up now too? Like they're dealing with even more injuries there. Sammy Watkins on the IR already.
Everybody's banged up.
This next question can't be real. It can't be real.
Amon-Ra.
If you're a beginner fantasy player, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining. Amon-Ra is now a starting wide receiver in fantasy every week.
Yeah.
Put him in.
There you go, Sandlot. I got you on the first time.
Amon-Ra.
St. Brown's in your lineup no matter what from here
10.
on out until
We did that.
He's finishing top 10 for sure.
We already did that one, right?
Yep.
Need 2 out of the 3 of these guys. JT, Barkley, Mixon, and should I start Michael Thomas or St. Brown?
St. Brown over basically anyone that's not a top 5 receiver right now.
2 out of these 3. 2 out of these
3 out of JT, Barkley, and Mixon.
Jonathan Taylor, and
play all 3.
Jonathan Taylor
got
and
all
Mixon.
3, but
no, play all 3.
Jonathan Taylor and Mixon.
Wow. Yeah, I would do that too. Oh man, I like.
How can you not get all 3 of them in your lineup? You don't have a flex for them. You don't have a flex for one of those.
Siege boys, you don't need our advice if you don't have a flex spot for Saquon Barkley. You don't need.
You won't go wrong with either all 3 of them.
If you have Christian McCaffrey in your flex, you don't need our advice.
You should be ordering a championship belt right now, today.
Herbert's playing today. That's good.
Is
Don't know
Herbert
yet.
playing today? He took a shot on Thursday. He said he feels good. He was out there in warm up. He's begging the Chargers to play. So more than likely, they're going to let him play, right?
Yeah, this is where Staley's words are sometimes hard to read between the lines because he said, into a podium microphone, Justin Herbert's going to decide. Then Justin Herbert said, into a microphone, I want to play on Sunday. But the reports are that he might not play. I don't know. We'll see how he feels in warmups.
Scottie had to go. I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah,
Bye, Scottie. Thank you.
Scottie, thanks for tuning in. Everyone go follow the Fantasy Football wish list. The link is in the description on Instagram once the show ends. If you guys are just tuning in, also, another reminder, subscribe, turn on notifications, and like the video. We appreciate you guys. Keep leaving those things in the comments. Where we at, Joe? I lost my spot.
We got right here. I just put it on the screen. Pure honesty from Charger fan. Does he start Kittle or Everett today?
Kittle.
Yeah, I think if Kittle's going, Jimmy G likes Kittle. I think you go with Kittle.
Yeah, and I think you drafted him for that reason. You get him back. It's Sunday Night Football. I put him in there, and with the questions about who might play, that makes me lean even more towards Kittle.
And the Broncos are banged up in the secondary, so there's so many things.
Kenyon Drake is inactive. We showed the inactive earlier. He was on there. So Kenyon Drake's inactive, so J.K. Dobbins going to get his things. Fields or Rogers, we did that one. T.J. Hawkinson's or Gerald Everett.
I'm out on TJ.
I don't even matter. I don't even care if Herbert's playing. I'm taking Everett if Herbert plays or not.
If someone's gonna score out of the right shoulder of Chase Daniel, it's either gonna be Everett or Mike Williams.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Hawkinson has to produce. He's getting the opportunities in the offense. It just hasn't clicked. So it's close, but Afix, I would go Hawkinson.
Have fun making that decision, Afix.
Is Mike Williams a good flex even without Herbert?
Honestly, Siege boys, if Herbert's not in, I think Eckler's the only must start there on the Chargers offense. But if it's a tough decision, say you're choosing between Mike Williams and like Corey Davis or maybe one of the primetime receivers like Cortland Sutton, maybe Mike Williams. I don't know. It's a tough decision. Because Mike Williams will be the best receiver for Chase Daniel because Mike Williams can just go up and get jump balls that are throwing up. But how much are the Jaguars going to pay attention to that and shadow Mike Williams to force
real quick,
move
Mike.
the ball?
If they push the ball down the field with Chase Daniels, and I've been watching this dink and dunk bullshit for 2 weeks, I will be so pissed on the next Nuts and Bolts show. I will be irate. So, yeah, if Herbert's not in, I'm not playing Mike Williams in that.
Lean away from Big Mike today. If Herbert is ruled out, he's probably gonna be ruled out an hour before kickoff or in an hour before kickoff. So keep an eye on the news. J.K. Dobbins or Terry McLaurin or Tyler Lockett. It's a half PPR for the flex. Oof.
So I'm starting Tyler Lockett, and I think with a little bit of confidence, actually, because he's getting a lot of targets, and I think that the Falcons offense can put some points on the board, like at least make it interesting, keep them have to move the ball. If he throws 20 times, 7-8 of those targets might go to Tyler Lockett.
And he's been the most consistent out of the three right now. Tyler Lockett's been the most consistent. He's been the most. I think he probably has the most points out of him. I don't know what because McLaurin's getting. He has a lot more help over there this year with Samuel and Jahan Dotson. So Tyler Lockett would probably be the one I'd go with as well.
Yeah. They have a lot of weapons, and the inconsistency of Carson Wentz is what makes me a little scared about Terry McLaurin. I love Terry McLaurin, and I drafted him in 0 leagues this year because I don't think that Wentz is like zeroed in on one guy. Last year he had no choice. He had Pittman and nobody else. This year he's got a lot of options.
Yeah, I think I'm going to lock it as well. I do love Terry McLaurin. I use Terry McLaurin in my lineups. He's a wide receiver too in most cases. If I can get running back to my flex, I try, but JK is one where you're still filling it out. So Tyler.
The TDs wants to know if you guys are going to he picked up Mariota. He's worried about Herbert. He has Herbert. Would you wait and play Herbert and see if he plays, or just start Mariota?
So this morning I picked up Daniel Jones in one league because it's a very deep league, and that's all that was available. And the other, I picked up Marcus Mariota. I'm probably going to start Mariota in the one and just leave. If Herbert does play, I will roll with Herbert in the deeper league instead of playing Daniel Jones. But I think there is I think there is like a real chance that Herbert does play, and it just isn't very effective, or they just put the offense in there where it's like, hey, we're just going to run and we're just going to keep everything shallow, no risk, and then maybe 1 or 2 shots in this game and just play defense, field position game, and it's really try to ugly grind it out win. So TDs, if you got another option, Mariota's probably one of the better ones.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. I was talking to Joe, I think maybe before we were on the air. I was saying the biggest thing is how reluctant is the play calling going to be to get Herbert on the move. We obviously know a big part of his arsenal, a big part of his attack, and a big part of his game is rolling right, stopping, and throwing the ball down the field somewhere. And I don't know how mobile or how well he's going to be able to do that. It's going to be all pocket, which is still a good Justin Herbert. It's just not the same big play opportunity that he can create when he extends the play an extra couple seconds. So it's tough. I would still play Herbert over Mariota if he's playing, but maybe play it safe here, TDs. What's your opponent's lineup looking like? You got some good matchups you're playing against? Do you need the high ceiling or you need the safe floor? Which one you need? That might decide it for you. Safe floor, Mariota. High ceiling, go Herbie. Right. Higgins, Sutton, or Jahan Dotson? Joe?
So we're picking 2 out of these, T. Higgins, Sutton, or Dotson. Man, I wish it was easier to pick Sutton, right? Like that's all we thought was Russell Wilson was going to cook with him. It's not. But I don't like the Eagles matchup. I don't like Jahan Dotson this week, so I'm going with T. Higgins and Sutton.
Yeah, Sutton did have 122 yards receiving last week, didn't he? Something like that, like 7 catches for 120 yards. Like Sutton played well. Judy is questionable. We don't know if he's going to play. That would make him an even better candidate. And T. Higgins is one of my favorite non-Chargers in all of the NFL. So T. Higgins and Sutton, pretty easy. Jahan Dotson's been doing a lot scoring touchdowns. At some point, that slows down where he doesn't catch a touchdown one week.
The Bengals offense is going off today. You heard it here first, boys. They're going off today. So T. Higgins. And I agree with you guys on Cortland Sutton. I think that if you're going to attack the Niners defense, it'd behoove you not to attack the middle with that new safety. What's his name? Hufanga. He's going crazy, smacking people over the middle. Fred Warner's over there getting picks. Like, you're going to want to attack the sidelines if you're the Denver offense when it comes to passing. That's Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
So we already answered this one. Fields or Rodgers? We already. You guys are going Fields. I'm going Rodgers. 2 Rodgers.
50-50. Scottie was going Rodgers too.
Mike, this is for you. Did anybody else get it? Going to last Monday night down by 40 points and then getting harassed when Stephon Diggs. Mike was. Yeah. How much were you down by?
I was down by 45 points. I lost by 0.03 points. I literally lost by one more catch. Diggs would have got me. I can't. Like I said, that's being too greedy. I blame Dalton Schultz for my loss. I don't blame Stephon Diggs.
I like
Mooney is sit right now, guys.
But it's more about the way that he put it in there. Mooney is definitely a sit right now. Like question mark at the end of this.
I don't mean to brag, TDs, but I don't have to worry about this problem because he was in my do not touch list on the fantasy football research sheet.
But Justin Fields is going off today, according to you guys. So
running the ball, yes.
Mike is on the injury report for patting himself on the back too quickly there.
If you have a better option than Mooney, you play the other option than Mooney. It doesn't matter. Who should I start? Rodgers or Tua? Did you ever think that you would get this question? Rodgers or Tua? Rodgers or Tua? Go Tua. That's who you go.
I'm going with Tua in this particular decision. Not Tua over Lamar Jackson, but Tua over Aaron Rodgers this week. Yeah, for sure.
Buccaneers defense is shutting shit down. Tua, I hate it.
He said
I hate it. Let me go to the next one. Metcalf or Garrett Wilson? Ooh, this one's interesting Because like you said, Tony, it seems that Geno is starting to lean more and more towards Ty Lockett. Joe's talking to some TikTok fools up there, but what do you think, Tony?
I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson just because with DK, it's like even when he gets a big play, then it gets called back and then the whole day is ruined. So if DK has a big week, I'm trying to trade him to whoever is the biggest fan of DK Metcalf in my fantasy league. I just want out of this business. I will stick by my guarantee will be at some point, somebody will say DK Metcalf, a close personal friend of DK Metcalf says his biggest regret in life was signing a contract to stay with the Seattle Seahawks.
Jesus.
Yeah, and if there's a week that DK Metcalf breaks out, it's going to be this week against the Atlanta Falcons, right? This has to be the week that you get what you wanted from him in fantasy when you drafted him. So I'm going DK Metcalf.
I think the week that DK Metcalf will break out is when Drew Lock enters the game.
That's actually not a crazy thought because you know that he's going to force the ball to DK.
He's going to throw it down the field. He might throw a few picks, but he's going to throw it down the field.
Yeah.
Guys, we got to do some rapid fire right now.
All right. 2 out of 3. Corey Davis, Aguilar, Marvin Jones. Holy crap.
I just picked up Corey Davis this morning, like I told Mike. I'll go Corey Davis, and I'll go Aguilar.
Is Romeo Dobbs available?
I'm going Aguilar first, Corey Davis second, Marvin Jones third.
I'm going Corey Davis and Romeo Dobbs in that situation.
Brandon Ayuk or Garrett Wilson? I'll go Brandon Ayuk.
Garrett Wilson.
Ayuk.
We already answered that one, right?
Kamara.
Yeah, we did.
Fields or Rogers, that's been asked a couple times. Scottie with the Pippen shirts, that's a little old. Scottie's not here no more. Mike Williams or St. Brown. You are starting St. Brown over anybody right now. He's a top fantasy guy right now. Start St. Brown, guys. Going back on Toddy. Tua's game last week was a fluke.
St. Brown is
Damian Pierce or James Conner?
It's killing him.
Damian Pierce. Go Pierce.
D Pizzle. He's going to keep getting better each week.
And Mike, I'm with you on that. Something about me tells me if you can get Pierce in your league and you got an owner that's down on him, go get him because I think they started him off slow, but Lovie Smith has been saying he's the only one putting out effort every week.
I sent out 4 trades for him this week, and they all were denied.
Zeke or James Conner?
On the bye.
Zeke.
I'm staying away from James Conner this week because of his injury and the way that Williams looked last week. I'm going with Zeke.
If Zeke has 5 points again, I'm officially pissed off. All right. I'm officially pissed off.
You're officially pissed off?
He fell in a lot of leagues, those deep leagues I play in 16 and 32-man teams, and I got him in all of them, and I thought it was a steal. Not looking like it.
Yeah, well, you were part of the con. You just didn't know you were on the losing end. You
want to get on the Wentz roller coaster or the Russ roller coaster, boys? Which one do you want?
I'm going with Russ just because of where that I drafted him to be Russell Wilson. And at some point, it's got to work out. And it doesn't seem likely against the 49ers, but it's prime time. Russell Wilson.
Yeah, damn, that's a tough one to pick. But I'm going Wentz, because I'm not riding with Russell Wilson.
I'm on Wentz as well.
Herbert or Mariota? I think we answered that one earlier. You guys want to touch on it again?
No.
Herbert, if he's healthy.
Mariota.
You just want to go with the safer option this week. If it ends up costing you a game, it's one game early in the season, and you can catch that back up for fantasy time. Should I start MT, Michael Thomas, or Michael Williams? Which Mike do you guys like better?
MT probably.
I like MT better. There's just too much variance in what's going on with the Chargers right now to pass up on starting Michael Thomas.
Start the Chargers defense. They're about to put on a show. I'll tell you what.
I do agree with that.
I'm going with MT. Everett, Juju, or DK at his flex. I'm going with Juju this week. I'm not. And you guys know what I think about Juju, but I think I'm going with Juju out of those 3.
I'm going with Juju too. I don't think people understand how tough that matchup was for Juju last week against the Chargers. So I think he can see more targets in today's game. I'm going to go with Juju on this one.
Yeah, JC played way too much in that game.
Stop it, Boda.
Oh, what a kind.
100%.
Garrett Wilson, Curtis Samuel, Noah Brown. Oh, Noah Brown's in the conversation this week. Scary Terry and Chris Olave. Needs 3 of them.
Oh.
Needs 3. Curtis Samuel, Terry McLaurin, and fuck it, Noah Brown. Let's do it.
Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin, Chris Olave.
Yeah.
This isn't a good choice.
Wilson, Samuel, and McLaurin.
Noah Brown, Cooper Rush, one of the most deadly combinations in football right now.
I'm rooting for Semi Fahoku in the Dallas offense. A-Rob or Drake London? Drake London. Tony,
well, he's the number 1 guy, right? Drake London's the number 1 guy going against Seattle.
This hurts me to say this, but it's Drake London. It's not even close for me. Like if I had Drake London and any of the leagues where I have A-Rob in 4 of them, I would be starting Drake London over him today.
I tried to trade A-Rob all week this week because it's a high week, but it's all good. Fournette, Kamara, or Jamal Williams. Just picking one? We're just picking one?
Just picking one. I like the usage for Fournette, but there's also worry of an injury, nursing something all week, so I'm going to go with Kamara.
Yeah, I'm going AK as well.
Yeah, this is PPR. I'm going AK. Yeah. 2 out of 3.
Pick 2 out of 3. Corey Davis, Aguilar, or Marvin Jones. Did we already do this one?
What the hell is going on over there, Harrison? I said Romeo Dobbs and Corey Davis.
Yeah, we did. Wait a minute, Mrs.
Raiders are 0-2. I'm 0-2. We're both getting our first win. Rodgers or Brady? I'm going Rodgers. I told you guys I think Brady's going to look really, really bad this week. I think Tampa Bay is going to look really, really bad this week.
I think this is just, it's so weird to be so down on both of these guys for fantasy football, but I'm probably going to lean Tom Brady. I don't know. Yeah. He's got less help, so he's got to do more, and he's the GOAT.
I don't feel good about either of these situations this week. Both defenses are really good. Ironically, that's going to be a defensive battle in that game, but I'll go Rodgers slightly without much confidence. Axel.
J.K. Dobbins or Garrett Wilson?
It's so hard because Garrett Wilson and the Jets, they could just get killed. That could happen.
Yeah, I'm going with J.K. Dobbins. If it's anybody who I would normally have on my bench that I was waiting for an uptick in the middle of the season, and I have J.K. Dobbins, like we're enamored by Garrett Wilson, but at some point it's going to level off for him with the amount of, he's not even seeing as many routes or whatever as some of the other guys on the roster. And it's not all going to add up the way it has been.
Renee, we need your help sending some complaints to YouTube. We do need our super chat option back.
YouTube, give it back.
Give it back.
Give it back, YouTube. I got I got Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift as my starters.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
Oh, he's answering a question from earlier. We already answered that one. Is Herbert playing today? We don't know yet.
You saw what he was talking about though there? He was saying that his league drafted super early when they thought AK was going to get suspended. That's how he got all those running backs.
Yeah.
That's smart. That's good.
So Zeke, London, or Jeff Wilson, he has to sit one of them. Who are you guys sitting out of those?
Zeke, unfortunately, for me, because I have a lot of Zeke. And I have to play.
I would go Zeke and London. I would go Zeke and I would go Zeke and London.
I just asked the Magic 8 Ball.
I'm sitting Zeke.
Magic 8 Ball. I just said, is Justin Herbert going to play today? Because we're getting that question quite a bit. And the Magic 8 Ball says, cannot predict now.
Thanks,
Thank
Magic
you for
8 Ball.
nothing, Magic 8 Ball. Thank you for nothing.
Magic 8 Ball didn't help you with crap.
I hate the Magic 8 Ball officially.
I can ask the 4 chin teller. No, he's not.
I hate you too. I hate both the 4 chin teller and the 8 Ball.
All Aguilar's owners start him.
Was he, Joe, were you saying the 4 chin teller or the 4 chin teller? Okay.
The 4 chin teller.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, that's a good joke.
Or-
I like that joke a lot, and I want to make sure people got it.
Yeah, fortune teller. I should start my own segment back up, but I forgot. Herbert, if playing, or Daniel Jones tomorrow. Tony, you got that decision going in your own mind.
I do, and if Herbert is playing, I'm gonna leave him in there. One, because
He's that guy.
I'm a fan,
That's why.
and I'm
don't
not
have
a
a
fan of
decision.
Daniel Jones.
You don't have a decision. It's if Herbert plays, he's playing in your lineup. If he doesn't, then you're playing Daniel Jones.
No, I told you I'm already going to start Mariota over him in another league. Whether he
Oh,
plays.
Mariota. No, I mean like in this guy's situation,
Yeah.
like you can wait and see because Daniel Jones plays tomorrow. You don't have to make that decision today. Well, Herbert's can make that decision for you. Olave or Julio? Olave or Julio? Is Julio playing?
He's not playing Olave. Well, he's not likely to play, so I would go with Olave. Just
Yeah,
to be
Olave.
safe.
Yeah, I'll go Olave too. DK, Juju, or Everett. We already talked about that one, right? We're going with going to SoFi later. Manny, Mike will be there.
Let's get a photo, Manny. Gotta meet up, man.
Manny's
been following for a long time. Since the beginning, the early days.
Manny's flexing in that photo right there.
Friday Night Wars days, I think.
Look at that right there. Bam. Manny and Mike, SoFi Stadium today. Sit everyone, every Giant and Raider player today. No, FLK, come on.
Section 240, Manny.
Mike Williams or Drake London? I'm going Drake London. I think you guys said Drake London as well.
Yeah.
Waddle or St. Brown? Come on.
St. Brown.
Hey, that's a tough one because we've been saying start St. Brown, but I'm starting St. Brown.
Yeah, St. Brown.
Waddle too, big baller card.
Yeah,
come on,
Meat Hammer. How you gonna be 0-2 with both of those guys in your line? Who's your quarterback?
Those are two top 5 wide receivers right now. Top 5.
And that's not in our league because there ain't no way he stacked that in our league. Mike, I made some custom Charger Air Force Ones. I'm gonna send you a pic.
That sounds sick. I've been trying to. Oh, I don't have them here. I have a pair of like Ferraris that someone gifted me. They're ugly. No offense if you're listening. I want to like get them painted like blue and yellow and all this crap because they're the size of clown shoes, so they'd be really cool to wear on game days.
Who we got? Jimmy G or Marcus Mariota?
You know what? I'll wear them today. I'm gonna wear them today.
Jesus. How about let's ride with Jimmy G on this one on Sunday Night Football. That no Patrick Surtain, I believe he's out this week. So you got opportunities to get Kittle involved, Ayuk, Samuel, put some points on the board. Jimmy G, maybe sneak another touchdown in there. Let's go Jimmy G.
Yeah, I think it's going to work out for Broncos offense owners too, because they're going to be playing catch-up, trying to catch up to that 49ers offense. I think this can be a good game tonight.
I'm going Jimmy G as well. Same old sports. What's good, my guys?
What up? Giants 3-0. That's crazy.
Allen Robinson or Gabe Davis?
Gabe Davis.
Yeah, I'm going Gabe Davis. If Xavier Howard gets the shadow on Stephon, maybe that makes him look in Gabe Davis' direction.
100% going to get X versus Diggs today.
Disappointed in both of them, but I would think you would go Gabe Davis in this one. Leonard Fournette or Cordell Patterson in the flex. I go Leonard Fournette.
That's tough.
It's tough, but I'm going to go with Lenny. Just he's the only healthy body that Tom depends on.
I think I would go CPAT. But I'll be outnumbered here. Go ahead and play Lenny.
Perriman or Richie James for the third flex. Hey, I was talking to Mike about Richie James earlier. I picked him up, and Richie James has been very consistent. If you guys haven't watched, I think it's 5 catches and 50 yards in both games.
Rashad Penny's getting a touchdown today. Back-to-back weeks, Rashad Penny gets a touchdown.
You talking about Perriman?
Perriman, yeah. There we go. Thank you.
That guy.
Yeah.
That's a tough decision. I don't even know. I have Perriman in the lineup, so.
Yes.
I don't know who's spamming. I didn't see any spammers. I saw that comment earlier, but I don't see the spammers. Could be
a tough SOB, though.
Oh.
The guy I'm facing has Card, Chubbs, Jacobs, DJ Moore, MT. Oh,
he said I'm
got a tough matchup.
Stone Cold Steve Austin out here.
Who else we got? T. Higgins CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson, or Curtis Samuel. He didn't ask to pick two, so I'm going to guess rank them.
Would rank them in this way: Higgins, Curtis Samuel, CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson.
I'm going Higgins, CD, Wilson, Samuel.
Yeah, I'm going the way that you listed it. The way that he listed it is the way I'm going. Joker, you do not need that for the game today.
We listed it differently.
Yeah, Curtis Samuel is the highest scoring person on that list, and you might put him last.
I don't F with Curtis.
I put him last. I put it the same way that he put it, so I still put it last.
I don't rock with Curtis Samuel. He's burned me too many times. Screw you,
Mike. Mike Harrison said he's sorry.
What? For what? Just sorry that I'm me?
Any MVP predictions? Derek Carr.
Oh, here we go. I thought it was Kirk Cousins. You can't change from week to week, okay?
Oh, Kirk Cousins.
The Kirk Cousins.
Russ Wilson or Matthew Stafford?
Stafford has a good matchup against the Cardinals today.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Stafford as well. We've got that one already.
Pat,
I know it's not a fancy question, but no, you don't need Joker. We already answered that one. Chargers or 40. Oh, we got a defensive question. Chargers or 49ers defense?
Joker, congratulations. You survived the pandemic. Chargers defense.
Chargers defense.
All year, every matchup, Chargers defense. If they did that to the Chiefs offense.
I guess Charles has been doing it because he's put it in.
Charles just a little.
We got you, Charles. You just got to be a little bit patient.
I appreciate eager people. Wait, Tony.
What up, Tony? Wait, Tony.
Tony.
Get off the chat, Tony. You're already on the screen.
I want to let you know this is like the third most common name in the world. So
what if that's
more than one of us?
My high school in that game, Tony, played the Azusa Aztecs. What if that's just a guy from their team and he just came to rub it in my face a little bit? Like, hey, it's Tony. You should know me. I scored all those touchdowns on you guys.
Yeah, well, he maybe follows you on TikTok and he saw the great NFLMike Friday Night Mike.
Yeah, there you go. You got it right that time.
Miles Sanders or Josh Jacobs?
Miles Sanders.
Neither. I'll go Miles Sanders too. Neither.
Yeah, I like Josh Jacobs. I think he actually gets a touchdown today, but I think Miles Sanders does outperforms him today. We already got that one for you. Sanders, you got that one. Noah Brown or Elijah Moore?
Oh, this is way closer than I want to make it, but I have some weird feeling that Elijah Moore does something good this week. If I had room for him in my lineup, I would put him in. If it were bye weeks, he would make my lineups.
Noah Brown.
Oh, shit.
I'll go Elijah Moore with Tony. I'll rock with you, Tony.
Mike hates Elijah Moore.
Oh, look, he just added J.K. Dobbins into that conversation. So you guys still changing it?
J.K. Dobbins.
I don't know. If this is like last week and I'm getting everyone wrong, I'll diversify and go J.K. Dobbins.
TDs, don't tell people that Brian Robinson was out there running routes. Keep it on the down low.
By the way, anyone that's playing fantasy football with me, Antonio Gibson on the trade block. Send me some trades.
Damian Pierce or Christian Kirk? This is actually a good question right here.
Damian Pierce. This is not a good question. Christian Kirk has to go against Asante Samuel Jr. today, Joe.
So he's probably going to line up against Bryce Callahan in the slot. And I know he's a better slot receiver than Hunter Renfrow down the field. So I think that could test Callahan's ability vertically. But I think he's the focus of the passing game. So I'm going to start Damian Pierce against the Chicago Bears. 2 touchdowns today.
We really got to speed through these. It was
Wentz or Brady. Didn't we answer that? Wentz.
Yep.
Wentz.
London, Pierce, or Kirk. Start one in PPR.
Drake London.
I like Pierce, but I'm going to start London this week.
Yeah, I will go London too. Pierce, maybe next week I would probably take Pierce if he has a good game this week.
Kyle Pitts or Jared Everett. Kyle Pitts is a shit. Kyle Pitts, 2 weeks in a row, 2 catches, 19 yards.
You can't do it, Mr. Beast. You have to play Kyle Pitts. You can't do it.
Play Kyle Pitts.
You can't
Because
do
then
it,
you're going to kick yourself that you didn't play him when he had a good game.
especially with the QB conversation and QB situation the Chargers are in today. You got to go with Kyle Pitts. Kirk.
Well, he traded Christian Kirk and Sutton, and he got and Knox for Pittman. Is that good? Not great.
I'm not a big fan of that trade.
It's not,
Luka.
yeah, no, it's not terrible. There's just not enough volume for Knox to be like a great starter at tight end.
How does it feel to have a worse record than the New York Giants?
No.
Feels great.
Probably not. You probably want to add one more receiver to this. Maybe exchange some depth for one more receiver. But it's not terrible. Christian Kirk, I think, is going to have great weeks like we've seen in the first 2 weeks throughout the year.
Yeah, and if your running backs are good, because apparently you're going to have great running backs, they're going to carry you through most of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you should be all right.
Yeah.
You just redid it. Hurst or Ertz?
Ertz.
You like Hayden Hurts?
Not that much.
All right,
I'll go with Ertz.
I'll go with Ertz as well. Bateman or CD?
CD.
I have Bateman starting this week, so I don't know about you guys, but
the Giants are playing good, but they still don't have any corners.
Bateman only has like 9 or 10 targets on the year, which kind of scares me a little bit. He's doing a lot of this on long scores. So I'm going to go with CD. Maybe he gets 12, 15 targets like he has been getting.
Also keep in mind, guys, that in one of the games that Bateman had a good game, Duvernay left like in the middle of the second quarter or something. He's back this week. He's back. He healed.
He's housed like 2 plus 50-yard touchdowns, and I know that those count, but what happens the 1 week where he doesn't get you a 50-yard touchdown?
3 catches for 30 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sutton or Kirk? I would go Sutton. It's close. This is a good choice to be making here this week.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll probably go Sutton as well this week. Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence?
Herb. Trevor Lawrence is playing against the best pass rush in football and the best secondary in football today.
I played the fifth. I can't be part of this anymore.
Wake me up when you guys are done with that one.
Hey, nice, same old. Nice.
Yeah. Hey, Brian Robinson, he's looking like he's going to be back pretty damn soon. And everybody thought their timetable was 4 weeks.
They're going to ease him in, be patient, but I think come towards the middle of the season into your playoffs, same old, this is going to be sneaky for you. Sneaky win. Let's see this one. Drake London or Pittman? London's playing the Seahawks. Pittman's returning from injury, playing the Chiefs. If you can get both these guys in your lineup, try to, but which one would you go here, Joe?
I'm going Michael Pittman. Just because I think Kansas City is going to they're going to give up a little bit more than we think they are. And we talked about this in our breakdown of our picks. And I think Kansas City is in for a little bit of lapse. I'm not saying they're going to lose the game, but I think they're going to get a little bit relaxed and give up a big player. So.
There is a world in which Drake London has to compete with Kyle Pitts. Like they force feed Kyle Pitts the ball. There's no world in which Michael Pittman has to compete with Jelani Woods or Mo Alley Cox, who I think is out of the game anyways. It's Michael Pittman. He's going to get 15 targets today he's so missed by Matt Ryan. He'll get 15 targets.
Yeah, that goes for the entire offense or Alec Pierce or anyone there. Like it's Pittman all day. We're clicking on the same one.
Clicking on our buttons, Mike.
Irv Smith or Logan Thomas. This one's good. Irv Smith had a great game last week and almost had like a elite tight end game if he catches that long pass that he dropped. And Logan Thomas has been okay. A little sneaky tight end play this year already. What are you thinking, Joe?
I've talked about Irv Smith in some of our mock draft Mondays, and I told you guys that I was looking forward to seeing him. Logan Thomas came on, but I'm riding Irv Smith the game because it looked like they're targeting him.
Irv Smith pissed me off last week, so I'm going with Logan Thomas.
Well, that long drop, would have been 50 plus yards?
No, I don't even care. I don't have him in any leagues. He beat me by scoring that touchdown.
That's just salt. I'm going with Irv Smith. I think he had like 10 points and he lost like a 15-point play.
Yeah. Irv Smith is the player that you should play Irv Smith, but I'm still mad about what happened. Him scoring his first touchdown since Pee Wee football and beating me by 4 points in fantasy.
Should Pitts get more targets? Yes.
Kiwi, yes. Go call up Arthur Smith and say, hey, didn't y'all draft a tight end like a year ago at number 4? Where is this guy? What number does he even fucking wear? Jesus.
Let's wrap this show up, boys.
Yeah, I gotta go.
With thoughts on James Conner? Fade the Cardinals. Fade the Cardinals.
Sits.
Tune in
Mecole
Tuesday
Hardman.
for our wrap-up show on thoughts on James Conner and thoughts on Mecole Hardman on Tuesday.
So,
all right,
another great week.
Good show.
Chargers,
good show.
Mike. You going to SoFi. Meet up with that guy that was in here, right?
Manny. 240, Manny, if you're still here.
Meet up with Manny and Joker's going. So there's going to be 2 guys there.
Oh, yeah, I'll probably see Joker.
Pick 2 real quick, Kurt, MT, or Terry.
MT and Terry. I'm telling you, Kirk's going to get locked up. He might have a catch or 2. He's getting locked up today.
So this thing going MT and Terry. Trade Dobbins or Etienne. Which one would you guys rather trade? I would rather trade Etienne, but I don't know if you get it. So Dobbins will probably get you more value.
Both of these guys' value is at its probably floor in the year right now. Give it a couple weeks. Let's see where they're at in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, TDs. See where these 2 are at and trade whichever one you feel like you don't want anymore.
It's Raider football time. We got to go.
I have an update for the Magic 8 Ball and Justin Herbert.
Screw that 8 ball.
It is decidedly so that he will play.
Oh, I mean, yeah, love the 8 ball. Good decision, 8 ball.
Here you go, Mike. This is for you.
Oh, sorry, Mike. I've been traveling. Oh, you don't gotta apologize to me, XX2 Fresh, because you're living your life. Go live your life, XX2 Fresh. TikTok is a fun place to go and get away from stuff, but you don't have to feel obligated to tuning into on TikTok.
Let's end the show with this. Top fantasy scorer, non-quarterback this week.
Top
Derrick Henry.
What a troll. What a troll.
I'm dead serious. Derrick Henry in a loss today scores 30 points in fantasy football.
Top scorer for this week, I'm going with CMC.
Go on, Justin Jefferson.
All right.
So I don't know. I think that I think combined score in the Lions Vikings game is going to be what we all expect, 100 points.
I think a sneaky pick could be Debo.
And he's going with Aguilar as the
He's going to get a few carries. You know, he's going to get his touches in the passing game.
It'll be funny when it's KJ Hamler on Sunday night.
We can't without answering Jesus' question.
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G! Mike.
I don't want to answer this one, but I'll go with Jimmy.
End it with us, Mike.
One last tip touch. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. We'll be live next Sunday morning, but we'll be live throughout the week. So make sure you guys tune in to those live streams. Catch you next time. Good luck with your fantasy matchups today. Go get them W's. Well, unless you're playing against me, then take the L.
Tua is overrated.